What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastamynd here over for Ohio Cannabis Live, and welcome back to another episode of 420 Live Ohio. If you're new to the channel, please go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button right now, and make sure you hit the notification bell for updates. We do appreciate you being here, and we'll start the show in just a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Mastermind.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastamynd here for Ohio Cannabis Live. Welcome back to another episode of 420 Live Ohio. It's good to have you guys all here back with me, even if it's on a delayed basis or even if you are watching this later. So I won't be on here really a long time, but I am going to try to go over some important information that is also going across the bottom of the screen in the little weed feed. So if you miss me saying it, just pay attention to what's going on in the bottom here. You can also find out more by checking out my website, ohiocannabislive.com. The first thing I want to get to is what most of you are already aware of. I had surgery on June 18th to have some hernia mesh that was in my stomach, my belly button, removed. That surgery was successful. However, after I got discharged from the hospital, I started to have extreme pain and complications from the pain. So for the next couple days, I was just talking to the surgeons on the phone, and it was pretty tough. And then on that Monday, they just told me to come to the hospital. And I ended up being in the hospital for 3 days. So I'm not going to get into that experience right now in this video, but we'll talk about that a different time. But the good news is that, I'm not in the hospital anymore. I'm feeling a little bit better. I have some issues, like my heart rate is really high, and I have a fever. And my blood pressure has been really high. So while I'm here with you guys live, I'm going to do something a little different, and you guys are going to kind of participate in my own little health checkup. So, it's important that you know where you stand as a person, no matter what your health elements may be. You should have a blood pressure machine. You should own a thermometer. You should own a scale. And if you're on diabetic, you should have not only a tester, but one that can actually be hooked up to some kind of app, so that you can have a digital way to keep track of your blood sugars instead of writing them down on paper. It's just hard to keep track that way for some people. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check my temperature. I'm using a Vicks thermometer. It's a 3-second thermometer, so this goes really quick. This can do oral, under your arm, or I'm not going to say the other place, but you figure out what I'm talking about, down yonder. And it starts out like this. I'll show you guys what my last temperature was. Okay, so once I set it, it'll beep. And let's see what our temperature is. All right, so my temperature right now is 100.9. So they said that's because of the pain and everything I'm going through. My body is going through some traumatic changes. So they said the fever is expected. So I'm taking some medicine for that. Let's see here. What's up, Mean Beans? Hey, Michael. So I didn't have my screen up on the other side. I'm sorry I missed you guys talking to me, but I'll fix it now. Say something now. Haha, what up? There we go. Yeah, you guys thought it was a pre-recording and I was going to press pause now, like. And that was a thank you for No, I'm really here, guys. It's really me. So next, got a blood pressure machine here. This is the one that the doctors gave me. It's always a good thing to periodically just know what your blood pressure is. My blood pressure before all this was like really good. I mean, like really, really good for somebody who had problems with blood pressure before. But ever since now, it's like, whoa, I'm scared of some of the numbers. But I've been doing good. So blood pressure check. So what's everybody been up to?
Keep quiet. Start to measure.
Yeah, it talks really loud, so you're all going to hear really loud what the readings are together. Yeah, I don't really get today's newspapers, man. I don't really do newspapers, man. It's kind of old school. They still send those things out? I thought those were like in a museum or something. Oh yeah, some split banana. That sounds really good. What's the TAC on that? I'm just being quiet.
Systolic pressure,
Uh-oh.
141 millimeter of mercury. Systolic pressure, 98 millimeter of mercury. Heart rate, 113 beats per minute.
What's your overall opinion of it, Sergeant Slaughter? Do you think it's worth the money you pay for it, or do you think it could be better? See, is my dog asking me to do something? My dog. Let me tell you an update on my dog since she's making noise. So Princess has been getting CBD since I first updated you guys on her diagnosis. That to me, is obviously earth shattering to find out your dog has cancer, bone cancer, and that, there's not a whole lot you can do. Haha, well, that's okay. That means it's doing its thing. But it's frustrating because now I'm like, okay, all this other stuff they're trying to give her, I really think the CBD is doing the most benefit here. I was giving it to her before all this happened, and she was walking better and acting better. And then when we stopped, I saw like a huge decline in her health. Now she's on the CBD, and she's back on us. I mean, guys, she is literally going outside and letting herself back in the house all by herself. Like she's going outside and using the bathroom and sunbathing, and then coming back in all on her own. Whereas before we had to like put a leash on her and like walk her out there. So now she is becoming more independent again. It's blowing my mind. And she's like more mobile and more active, and she gets excited for dinner. I mean, she literally tries to like dance whenever her dinner is being made. She is not missing not one meal. So CBD in dogs. I am saying it. I'm seeing it. I'm believing it. I don't know what else to believe. I know ain't no gabapentin gonna make a dog dance for the dog food. I don't see it. Or no vitamins or immune boosters. All this other crap they're giving her, man. I think the CBD is doing all the heavy lifting here. So I'm gonna be doing some more videos about CBD. I want to do some videos to talk about some of the myths we hear all the time. Like what I want to do a video on is like, does using cannabis in various ways actually raise your blood pressure, or does it lower your blood pressure? Or, right now I'm having this heart rate issue. Is my cannabis use going to that? They said no. They said it's all just about the nerves and the receptors right now. Yeah, the hip and bone treatments like the, Sergeant Slaughter, the glucosamine tablets. That's what we give her. Yeah, I was actually just at Ohio Provisions, convicted felon 420, and I got some strawberry lemonade. I'm telling you, folks, yummy, yum, yum. I'm gonna try to get y'all a review. I'm still recovering, and what they had to do was the first thing was I had a research where they go in there and check everything out. So they actually had to make a decision right here, and then put a camera in there and look all around my liver and everything else. Then after they decided they was ready to do the surgery, then they had to make another hole somewhere else to put the tools in, and then another hole in my stomach right where my belly button is to extract the hernia mesh that was put in there 2 years ago. So it's a very major surgery. I'm not allowed to lift anything can't do a whole lot. It is hard to talk sometimes, but I push it because I love talking. Can't you tell? And I love to be active. So my doctor texted me today and said, be up and moving around as much as you can tolerate. He was like, but don't you pick nothing up. No lifting. And everything in my house is heavy. My dog, everything. Even the water I drink is heavy because I drink only one kind of water. Yeah, sativas can do that. And that's something I wanted to try to like test that theory. Like I wanted to get a couple sativa strains. And you know, I got a Samsung watch for heart monitor, but we can try a couple different other maybe independent heart monitoring techniques to get a baseline of what my heart rate really is, and then see if we can kind of see what it would be if I use some sativas. Just as a patient-friendly experiment to see what will happen. Oh yeah, Kim OG and Rainbow Zen. Those both sound interesting. Oh man, I wasn't never gonna stop. Even if I had to create like my own like artificial intelligence. Even if I had to figure out a way to make Alexa run the show. Good thing she's unplugged. 'Cause she would say, huh? I didn't understand that. Oh, I didn't tell you was going to be co-hosting my show with me? Yes, coming soon. I didn't tell Amazon either. So yeah, you know, there's some way to teach your Echo things. And I asked her what a dispensary was one day. Why did she give me a real live answer to a real live dispensary in Ohio? I was like, wait a minute, how do you know about that? I didn't talk to you about that before, Alexa. See, now that she's unplugged in this room, we can talk, but she's still nearby. Because it's like one in every room, so just the one in here, she can't hear us. The sour blue diesel is gassy. The terps numbers are just absolute, they're so high in terps. I mean, girls, yeah, the terps on them things, man. I want to tell you, I don't just want to say it. The terpene is at 21.7. The osamine is at 16.4, and the myrcene is at 7.2. I mean, that's some terps on a 2.8 unit. Woo! I mean, but the strawberry lemonade, which I thought was strawberries and cream, I'm disappointed in a way because that's what I was really going to get. Brain injury stuff, like strawberries and cream and strawberry lemonade. How did they get mixed up? I don't know. That's what I wanted it to be. Hey, Papa Patriot, good to see you. Yes, me and my doggy, we are fighting back from the bad illness that are trying to take us. We are fighting back. Yes, cannabis power to the rescue. Man, I'm telling you, I medicated with some stuff yesterday from our program, and my pain stopped. I had to go back and check my medicine. Like, Ohio medical cannabis does work. And don't let nobody else tell you nothing differently until they can actually try it for themselves. Because I'm here to tell you, after 2 years of all the things I've been through, all the procedures, all the surgeries, all the imagings, all the x-rays, MRIs, I've been able to cut my prescriptions down. I'm eliminating prescriptions that I've been on for years. I no longer have to take diabetes medicine. So no more metformin. And then I'm getting ready to get off my acid reflux medicine. Now, another setback with this surgery. Ooh, motor breath. Yeah, I like motor breath. All versions so far have been pretty good. Another thing that I want to tell you guys I'm struggling with right now, and I'll take any of your suggestions about this, is that I'm having an appetite problem. So don't worry if I start pausing. This is because I'm having problems. It actually hurts to talk, believe it or not, even though I'm smiling at you. This shit hurts like hell. But I have an extremely high tolerance for pain. You wouldn't understand. But we've had epidurals, eye surgery, laser surgery, stomach surgery, heart catheter surgery, every kind of X-ray and blood work trend, everything done to you. I don't think nothing is gonna stop me or you if you're with me. So if you haven't already, please do me a huge favor, because I can run a report right now and see that you still haven't committed and hit that subscribe button just yet. Yes, I see you watching. I know your fingers hovering over the button, but you really should go ahead and do it, because whenever we start announcing more tours, you're going to want to be in the know on that kind of stuff. And you definitely need to go ahead and sign up for the website, because, you know, you need to. That way you can make sure that you're in the loop. So I just want to make sure you guys remember that on the website you can now do your own product reviews. Let's take a look and see what we got going on here. And we got a couple reviews on here right now. You can do this. You don't have to use your name. Hey, Miss Tiffany, good to see you here. And it's really come a long way, but once I feel better, guys, and I'm going to have some more help, we're going to make it better. With your help, you're going to help me by giving me feedback on things you think I should add. So what I'm going to do, again, once I get a little better, hey, freedom of speech. And, you know, he said, welcome back, question mark, because I really was here last week, but I wasn't. So I'll circle back around to that in a second. But I really wasn't here last week. And I didn't know if I was going to be here today, to be quite honest. But yeah, I just want to make sure you guys are aware of this. This is an anonymous website. I always have trouble writing that word out, so it's easier for me to show it to you. Now, if you ever find seeds, people say, I found a seed or a bean in something. The THCV, what starve off hunger. So I should get some THCV? Is that what you're saying, freedom of speech? Is that what's going to help me get the super munchies? Because that's what I'm trying to do, y'all. How can I get, the question of the day, how can y'all help Mastermind get the super munchies? What makes you hungrier than knowing what and makes you just start diving for snacks and food? What is your favorite product or thing that makes you hungry? Even if it's not cannabis, I'm open to anything at this point. I'm drinking Ensure, but I can't drink that forever. It's sugar in there. Don't want to have to take the medicine. I'm not sure I quite truly understand what you're trying to tell me, man. I need more information. Can you send me some information, freedom of speech, so I can read up on it? Because I'm not sure I understand, and I wanna understand. I really like Northern Lights, and I have a little tiny bit of some Northern Lights from Firelands in a vape cartridge here next to me. But when they get so low, I really don't hit them. Yes, ever since I had the surgery, I haven't been able to eat anything hardly, so I'm really like eating like 3 French fries, a corner of a sandwich, or half of a cracker, or a few bites of this, or beef. I can't eat even half of a meal. I'm eating like a little tiny fish or something. So I'm not getting food in, and that's making my ketones go up, which could cause me to go into some other problems. So I'm trying to not have to get put on medicine for, like, you know, appetite suppression or whatever. But I am drinking lots of water. That's for sure. And I just want to let you guys know we have some really good announcements coming in the meeting tomorrow. So you need to register on the website under the events section. And, you know, once you do that, I'll show you guys here. You know, you'll be emailed a Zoom link. And then once the meeting starts, there's no password or anything. You'll be in the waiting room. We'll let you in. And you'll be in there. And then, you know, we have some special announcements. I do want to tell you a few things that I am aware of, is that we do have a new processor on the market, which is called 100% Labs. And they've just put out some concentrates I've seen. They may have some other products too, but I really didn't look at everything. I just seen a few products online at Strawberry Fields. We are hearing rumors that Strawberry Fields Columbus is closer to opening. I noticed that Chisel put out some more strains, so if you haven't tried any of the Chisel products, you might want to check that out. I did try at least 2. I did try the Skunk Berry, and I'm really happy, so I'll try to do a review on that one. Okay, all right. So that's good information for me, freedom of speech. So now I'm gonna have to just make some notes when I go back and watch the show later on about what you were saying about the TACV and then about the certain cannabinoid. It's hard to say that for me. Profiles. Yeah, that's why I'm not a super big vapor. I like working with concentrates or materials that are I have more control over. Really, ancient roots, forbidden Z skills. I mean, I guess I don't know. I avoid it because of the name. I don't like skills. They get all over your fingers, and then it feels like they put a bunch of dye in those things. But they are good and delicious. But I just don't like all the aftermath after you eat some. You have them all over your fingers. Durban poison. Okay, really? Is that Durban poison by who? Standard Wellness or who was the cultivator? Oh man. I gotta get this other screen up here, man. This is like sometimes I forget to do that when I'm talking. So I can see all the things you're saying in advance. You're stuck on Solomon's rosin. I can understand that, Captain Greed Toker. Because I love solventless products and the flavors and the way it's cured, the way it sits up, the way it holds up, the way it's easy to work with. I could go on and on and on. But I do like to play with crumble and batter every now and then. And every time you get some really good fresh frozen live resin or some really good diamonds and sauce. Yeah, like I've got this sour blue diesel diamonds and sauce and I got the 2 gram pack. Very happy with it. I mean, it's a little saucy if you're not used to dealing with sauce. And I'm not, but I'm still getting more comfortable with it so that I can be more experienced in that area of concentrates. But it tastes really great and has really good effects. You love starting the day with a couple bowls of Durban poison and coffee. Yeah, see, somebody was talking about coffee last night in our chat, and I just really don't do coffee because of the caffeine. That's the main thing. Anything caffeine free is like, ugh, you know that, right? I mean, I used to do them sweet and lows with my aunt when she was out hanging out younger. Go places, she get that sweet and low. It's like, don't like it. Tastes like, ugh. So yeah, man, it's good to be back. We still got some more interviews coming down the line. There are more tours coming down the line, so I just wanted to touch base on that. So everybody who watches my channel, who may be interested in doing a cultivation or processing tour, we're actively working on tours for July, August, and possibly September. The way that we kind of work these out a lot of times are on our Saturday weekend meetings. So if you would like to be involved in that, you definitely have to start coming to the meetings. It's not something we do live, and it's just something we're going to talk about more extensively in our meetings on Saturdays, along with some other activities and other things that'll be also just for fun and entertainment purposes as well. So lots happening. I also want you to know that the app that's tied to my website is currently being updated. If you go to it now, you'll see it when you bring it up now. It just shows the videos first, and eventually that whole thing will be updated with all the new videos that I've just recently created. As soon as I get that whole thing rearranged a little bit. So keep an eye out for the new update on the app, because you'll just be able to pull that up and see all the videos, either if they're from YouTube or Facebook or anywhere else. And some videos aren't from me, so they're from other creators, other patients in the program who are also doing really good work. So you'll see other people's videos on my channel that aren't ones that I created or produced. But they still retain all the rights and ownership of those contents, of those videos, just to be crystal clear. And they don't pay anything for those videos to be on my website. There is no cost. It's free. Alright, so that's what I've got for you guys today. Raw black organic hemp is the thinnest soils burning unbleached hemp paper they're made. Each leaf is incredibly thin. Yeah, I'm still trying to get myself away from papers. Just like in general, man. Paper's still paper. I'm more interested in like something else, a little bit more organic. Even though it's hemp, it's still, I don't like paper, man. It is dope. That's why I like using glass, because it's so clean. You're not gonna have any other weird stuff in the glass. It's just better. I don't know. That's just my own personal preference. I like bongs, pipes, vaporizers, fire. I don't like having ashes and stuff all around my stuff, and coats of film on things. So I'm glad that I don't do that anymore. But anyway, that's all I've got for you guys today, and I appreciate you guys being here. I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a good weekend. Peace.